Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and occasionally Lilith as well. Lilith has been hanging out in Virgo for quite a bit here, so I haven't really been touching too much on her. She's just been doing her thing, going through all of our processes, having us question ourselves, and every aspect of the way that we do things. So it's been fun, it's been neat, and we've been subtly and very quietly working with her this entire time. But this week with the moon, we have our new moon in Capricorn, and actually during our 3-day moon cycle here, we're going to have a good bit of Aquarius energy as well. It's kind of split, which is neat, because Capricorn is the bones and the joints, and Aquarius is our blood and our circulation. So, like, having both of those energies touching in on this new moon as we have transitioned from a 7 to an 8 in our years, which really is the only thing that happened, but it's a number change, it's a vibe change for sure. So, I think it's neat because the thing that I'm pulling from this new moon the most is movement. We want to lube up our joints and make sure that they are functioning properly. We want to strengthen our bones and get our blood flowing and just get going. Especially this year, it feels like a time to get moving. So, I'm very excited for this week's tarot reads. Let's get into it. Hey there, Sagittarius. I know it hasn't been that long for us, but it feels like a lifetime. Honestly, it's a vibe, for sure. I know you were kind of lost in your caverns over our last full moon, working through the hallways of our minds and such. And I feel like you've been wandering there for a long time, and I feel like I've been out there doing things for a long time. It's nice just to come back together and vibe a little bit. Queen of the Swords. Queen of Swords comes out reversed. I'm interesting. Holding our tongue, not speaking our emotions. Sag. Yeah, this feels like we're biting our own tongue right now to hold back how we feel about something. Well, I think you've reached the tops of the caverns. Now we're just kind of sitting just behind the mouth of our cave, like, am I ready to go out there and do this thing and say the things that I discovered, uncovered, and all of that was back there? And we're gonna go out into the light? You sure? We're very that's how I feel about that. Okay. Tapped in pretty easy there. Got you, Sag. Somebody's reversed in here. Just by nature. We're blocking ourselves out. 9 Swords. Our fears, our anxieties. Everything that has happened in the past is playing back over in our minds. That's that Lilith messing with us and reminding us of all of the ways that we have done fucked up in the past. But it's okay. It's okay to remember how you done fucked up in the past. One moment. And we're back. Pardon the interruption. So you are, it's okay to, think about the ways that we have messed up in the past. It's fine. It's actually good. If you can get yourself comfortable enough with Lilith to recognize how good that is for you, it is. Because now you can see all of the steps that you have taken in the past that didn't pan out right. And now you have the opportunity to do them correct. It's a big ask. It's a big task. To come correct? Absolutely. But you can pick out each and every one of these swords and turn them away from you. One by one. Attack each little fear, each little doubt. Pick them up, examine them. Why am I afraid of this? What really makes me afraid of this? Is this an experience from the past? How is this different from the past? How can I do something different in order to achieve a better result? It's all part of the process. some cards reversed in here. I don't know how that happened. That's the way they're coming out. Three swords. No, 3 wands and 4 swords were the ones that came out reversed. But we're not waiting anymore. We're not resting. We are getting a little impatient even. We have woken up from our dream and recognized that we were in peril. We fell asleep, I thought everything was fine. When we woke up, we saw those swords. And we realized we could not sit around and wait anymore. It's time to act. It's time to move. Come on, get into it. We have so many choices, so many options, so many different cups that we can choose from right now to bring up to those swords, to our mental blocks. So many good emotions, and some bad ones as well. 7 of Cups is all possibilities after all. It is everything. But we have 2 of Pentacles, slow and steady racing towards strength, courage, bravery. Keep turning the wheels, Sagittarius. We're working it out. You don't have to jump out of the cave immediately. You can build yourself up slowly and steadily. Those are literally the only cards that were reversed in here. And I don't know how they got that way. Oh, nope. And one more. There's one more in here. We'll fix that. I do like to keep my cards clean. So, this turned out smack in the middle of the deck. Internally, we are pulling together ourselves. We are starting to pull ourselves up out of the depths of our own minds, and we're getting ready to balance it all out. Or we are balancing it all out within ourselves. It's the process. Trust in the process. If I keep pulling these cards, will they keep saying the exact same things that I have already said? Is that how this always works? The High Priestess was at the bottom of the deck smiling at me as I turned it over, like, do you want to find out? Eight swords. Climbing backwards. One less sword above us. We're still not looking, we're still not seeing, we're still a little bit afraid, still a little bit entrapped, but I can also feel the gears around these swords right now, very aggressively. Those gears are turning them, switching them inside of ourselves. Sag, there's nothing. Oh. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Almost like, I feel that. It was like I was feeling like we needed to close. And the deck was also trying to tell me that we needed to close. But it was like sticking to my hand in a way like I just wanted to keep hanging on. Like we just want to sit in this energy forever. Let's just stay here forever kind of vibes. You can absolutely sit and breathe for a moment in exactly where you are. Find comfortability in your uncomfortability. Find stability in your instability. If you are afraid, deal with that first, naturally. If you are excitedly anticipating something, deal with that as well. Because the closing, I smile because I saw the bottom of the deck too, is the Queen of Cups upright. And that's how I know it's our end. Because we started with the Queen of Swords, biting our tongues out of fear. And this queen right here is fearlessly choosing her cup. She's holding one cup up above the rest. She's dumping out the other cup, in fact. We know our emotional self. We know what we want, and we are going to make the right decision so long as we allow ourselves to go through the process. And who's coming up right behind us? The King of Cups, the divine partner, balance, union, divine masculine, divine feminine, coming closer together. And they're coming correct. Thank you, Sagittarius. This was brief, it was fiery, and it was beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming out. This is a lot of fun. I really love doing this every time. Thank you all. We'll see you next time.